experience. How many of you have automation experience and work on the UI side? Can you raise your hand so that I'll get some idea? Like, okay, so we have people. Okay, so yeah, we have a bunch of people who are from automation background and has done the UI automation. So mostly you have got to work with the Selenium securely tools and Revati, can you check your speaker also whether from your side speaker, your laptop speaker has a full volume? Okay, because the mic I am holding very near to my uh, the mic which I am holding. Hello, Rohit. Okay,
I can
so
hear you well.
okay, so Neelam can hear me. The problem is with Revati and one more person has said. Uh, other people are also facing the same issue, not getting my voice. Re- Okay, then fine. So I'll continue. Yeah. So
Not
this
clear.
session is all about to give you an idea of like what kind of course. Sir, not clear. I mean, some people it's clear for some of people. It's not clear for some people. Uh, I'm holding mic very near my face and my voice is also I'm speaking in a higher tone. I'm not sure. Sure.
Yeah, your voice is clear. May I know good name? Your good
Yeah.
name?
Yeah, Mohammed.
Mohammed. Hi, Mohammed.
Yeah. Hi, sure. So yeah, uh, let's see if other people, I think my voice hopefully will be audible to the other people as well. Yeah, so this session is more about I'll give you a high level view or about what we are going to teach you. Okay, what all things uh, we will learn it during the course. So basically, Playwright, if you have heard about it, the tool, this is a very powerful tool used for the automation, UI automation. People can mute. Shiva, can you mute yourself? Shiva, there is some disturbance, I think, from your side. Can you mute yourself? Your mic is unmuted.
Yeah.
Okay, please. Yeah. Thank you, Shiva. Yeah. So Playwright is very powerful tool. Okay, it can work on different OSs like Windows, Mac, Linux. Okay, it supports multiple languages. Okay, JavaScript, TypeScript, Java, Python, C Sharp, yeah, bunch of languages. It supports it. In this course, will discuss JavaScript. Okay, and the beauty of this tool is it has API testing also. You can do the UI testing as well. It has inbuilt code generation tool, inbuilt locator. Okay, if you see the way its download or its publicity is going, it's a very high because it's a free of cost. The tool is available. Okay, the Cypress and all is a paid, and Selenium is very kind of like a old school where everything you have to create a wrapper on the Selenium APIs and a function and then do something. Okay, so and when you automate the test case with the Selenium, a lot of flakiness, like when you run a test suites, you have to save a lot of failure. Same thing was working when you're doing a single test, but when you put in a test suits, things are failing. A lot of issues that Selenium has it. All those flakiness, all those more wrappers, all those weight, explicit, implicit weight, that issues has been taken care very like precisely in Playwright. That's why it's gaining a huge popularity. Like around 2015 it was developed, but its popularity somehow started from 2020, and the number of downloads that happens in a year or in every week, it's going very high day by day. Okay, uh, that's what it shows. Naina, you want to say something?
Yes, I
Because
had a question. Are you sharing any slide or something, or you're just
so
talking?
far, so far, I'm not sharing anything. I'm just talking,
Okay,
giving
okay.
you a
Cool, cool,
small,
cool.
yeah,
Okay.
introduction. Yeah, I have a slide that is more about the course. Okay, okay. So let me share the screen. Um, are you guys able to see my screen?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
thank you. So if you see, this is the Playwright, the way it's got downloaded. You see in the last 1 year, this is how the performance, number of downloads. It's an NPM package that you can download it, okay, import it and use it. Okay. If I'll go for a presentation, yeah,
Mohammed,
yeah.
yeah, most of the people are doing with TypeScript, right? Why you're teaching JavaScript?
No, it depends. So TypeScript and JavaScript has a very minor difference. Okay. And
Okay.
it's not only TypeScript people are using because TypeScript has a oops. That's why some people prefer it. But let's say
Okay.
if you have inbuilt framework and where you want to inject Playwright, then JavaScript is one of the best thing. Okay, to
Mm-hmm.
do it. That's why I chosen JavaScript, and it has two advantage. Okay, JavaScript will help you in the cracking the interview because a lot of the places people use JavaScript framework for automation. If you have seen the JDs and all on LinkedIn and other places, people are asking Python is one of the predominant, then Java, and then if you see the third language JavaScript. Okay, TypeScript is not much famous so far because it is growing, upcoming. I mean, it's a growing one. It will take its own sweet time when it's become kind of must to have skill in your interviews. That's the reason I choose it. Hope I answered your question.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. So basically, in the introduction section, the first class when I talk about it, so I'll show you how the tool can download it, what are its core automation and benefits about it, what are the technology stacks, the supported browsers. Okay, so can anybody tell me like what are the different type of browsers available across the world?
Chrome, Internet
Okay,
Explorer, Mozilla Firefox, Opera, Mac,
okay, okay. Do you know
Safari.
the browser engine available?
Yeah.
What are those browsers engines?
It's like
It's a Chromium and
extensions.
WebKit. No, it's like a
Mm.
Chromium and WebKit. So every browser, whatever the name you say, they have engine, okay, which actually renders the data, which actually does all the operation. Okay. So basically the engine in the worldwide is only two, the Chromium and a WebKit. Okay. So mostly Chromium engine
Mhm.
has like Chrome, Edge, Firefox also, WebKit, Safari, Opera, this kind of thing. Okay. So mostly whoever develops the browser, they take one of these two engines, develop their own wrappers and all, UI and all, and they create it. Yeah, that's a high level thing. So yeah, so like that technology stack supported browser. So we have support for all the browser, whatever you said. IE is now deprecated, so there is no point of having support or doing automations. Okay, so Edge, Chrome, Firefox, Safari, Opera. That we will see like how we do it. Opera, I think nobody uses, but this is the more Chrome, Edge, Firefox, and Safari. That's the predominantly people use it. Okay. What are the IDs and setup details? So ID will use VS Code that is freely available. We can download and create our first project. We'll create our first project of Playwright and give you a glimpse of the JavaScript, like the role of JavaScript. Basically, once we code it, okay, so we do not require too much knowledge of JavaScript if we are coding in the Playwright, okay, because we require more knowledge of the Playwright, what kind of functions, what kind of APIs available, and a basic automation idea or automation sense, like what we should assert or what we should check when something is failing, when something is passing. Okay, that is more detailed. Then we'll go for uh, again the automation, uh, Playwright automation. Actually, the getting started with it. So, what is the core concept of Playwright automation? What are annotations? Okay, what are the configuration file? What is the use of configuration file? What are the things available in the configuration files, and how to, because basically this, the configuration file is your runner file. Whatever the content you will give, you want to run this, you want to run that, you want to run in a serial parallel, everything will be controlled by the configuration file. Then running tests in multiple browser, that also will be controlled by the configuration file. So all those stuff, the setup part, the basic start, kickstart, hello world, and more the automation inside, that we will discuss after that. Then we'll have some session on the JavaScript so that you guys don't feel uncomfortable. Okay, we are using a const or we are using a let the variable, and how we are printing it, how we are concatenating those strings. So this, all these things will cover it in detail so that you know that JavaScript of how to handle a JavaScript. Let me know if anyone has question in between. Feel free to interrupt me and ask. Playwright methods and available feature. So what are the locator supports it's available? What are the different wait techniques that Playwright give, implicit, explicit? How do you extract text from web page? How will you handle different UI components, like you have hyperlinks, you have radio buttons, you have checkbox, and how do you put these validations in your test cases when you create end-to-end text? That we will learn. Playwright inspector and code generation tool. It's more about, Playwright has a feature. So when for someone who is from a core manual testing background wants to use Playwright, so there is a easy way of do it. Like you can record and play. You have inspector, the code generation tool that will record your operation and generate a code. But this is not very much recommended because sometimes it fails, sometimes it not work. But for a beginner to know about the Playwright stuff, that we can do it. Inspector, we have web API application. How will you, so basically, how will you interface the API and all that, we will do it. After that, assertions and screenshots, like how to use different assertions, how assertions work with async wait, screenshot also this can Playwright can do, and screenshot also we can control when we want all the time or we want when something happened failure, then this can be done. That we will learn how to do it, how we can control these things. Your API testing and automation framework, like what is API testing, how it is related, what is the benefit and what is the need of an API testing, then how do we automate it with the Playwright, okay? How do you do a session storage, something like that? You log into so like in a Selenium, what we do, so let's say you have a username, password, then you log into a home page, and then you do it some operation, okay? Now every time if you want to do it in a different browser or maybe a different test case, every time you have to log in and do this stuff, that can be saved. The same login, the same session instead you can inject to another session, and you will be logged into the home page. That kind of advanced level concept we'll do, we'll learn about it. Page object model, data driven approaches, like how the actual core framework people develop it in using the page object model, and data driven approach, like same similar test you want to run with the different inputs, how you will do it. Then you will do a
Uh,
playwright. Yes, we.
Go back screen.
Yeah, sure.
Session storage means what?
So let's say your name is ABC and your password is 123. Okay, that is your
Okay.
username and ID for a particular website. Okay,
Hmm.
now you log in it. Okay, okay. Now a cookie session got generated, right? Okay. Let's
Hmm.
say I took that session and I injected the everything to another browser or say another tab. Okay. So whichever page you were seeing it after login, the same page you will be directly visible. You don't need to log in it. Okay. Understood? The session
Yeah.
we store. That's
Hmm.
what the session. So Playwright has that feature, like you give the base URL, you give the sessions details, it will give you, it will take you to that page directly without bypassing the current login. Okay, so Playwright test running approaches and reports, like you will do a serial execution or a parallel execution. They have built inbuilt reports. They have Allure also. We can integrate it. Yeah, these things we have it. Now, as a bonus lecture, I will share my experiences of taking interviews, of giving interviews, how to crack it, what our interviewer expects when he asks question, how to tackle test planning questions, test design question, behavioral interview. Any one of you has given an interview in the this Fang Mang company like Meta, Facebook, Amazon, Apple? Has
No.
anyone ever given interview? So if you give that kind of interview, people will definitely ask your behavioral question. Okay, so your technical answer has equally weightage than your compare if you compare it with the your behavioral questions. Okay, so I'll guide you with that. Uh, how what kind of question, behavioral question, uh, people ask when you go for a top class tier one product based company. Okay, how to tackle them, how to answer them, how to frame your question, how to frame your story, because you have to be very good in articulating the stories. Okay, okay. Anyone has more question? So Neelam
Why
asked
people?
any prerequisites. Just Shiva, just give me a moment. I'll
Okay,
any
sorry.
prerequisites for this training, or do you suggest something that can make it easier to understand Playwright? Uh, So Neelam, prerequisite is if you can read about Playwright, if you can read about JS, that is always good to have, but nothing to worry because I will start from a basic, like a zero, like people doesn't know, and I'll start from that ground zero. So in case if you have, it's good, but if you don't have, it's okay. You can ramp up along with the sessions. Okay. Shiva, you were asking something.
Yeah, I know OOPS concepts, but I
Hmm?
don't know JavaScript and hello.
Yeah, yeah. So JavaScript, it's fine. I
Are you
mean,
able
it's
to
not a
hear me?
very.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, you're audible. You're audible, Shiva. So
yeah,
JavaScript is not a
yeah.
very complicated language. Okay, when you are talking about a playwright concept, okay, you will not face difficulties. Okay, writing the code with the
Mm,
JavaScript, because you do not require an in-depth knowledge of JavaScript when you are doing an automation. You require more knowledge on the playwright side. JavaScript, why I put sessions so that you will get more hands-on on the JavaScript. So once you go in an interview side, you will have a basic knowledge. Somebody asked to write a program of 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 a string parsing and all that kind of thing, you can
mm,
handle it once you have the basic knowledge. That's the like reason I have added JavaScript sessions also.
okay. I think first you will teach JavaScript, then we will go with the Playwright, or parallel it will go.
So first I'll make you understand with the Playwright thing first 2 to 3 days. Okay, what is the Playwright? Like installation, people will install it, write the Hello World project. Okay, get some familiar things. So first 2 to 3 days will be the session about the Playwright. After that, JavaScript. Okay,
Okay. How
yeah,
many
yeah,
days it will
but
take for complete
it
classes?
will take complete classes around. It's like you can 25 hours session. I have given plus minus you can expect, like let's say someday the session goes out, session go longer, or maybe someday session goes short, like you guys have work or I have some work, so you can consider plus 2 3 or plus minus 2 3 something like that. Maybe it will go plus side only, so 25
Do you
consider as
have
a
any
28 days.
written notes or Playwright and JavaScript? I mean, notes which you will provide, right, if you join this course.
Notes, so every session will be recorded. Okay, the code which we will write it, that will be visible to you, and if
Yeah.
you want it, I can send that code also offline to you guys. but but that's okay because the session will be recorded and you will have the access for the session, so anytime when you're facing difficulty you can go it. But if in case if you want the code also, whatever we will write, whatever we will do hands on, that that
Notes, any notes you have prepared, you will share with that, and any exercises, how you will give, yeah,
so
daily basis,
exercises I will
and homework,
exercises I
yeah,
will
like
give. So daily basis will not solve it. So once you have some particular, let's say, if I if I've given you the concept of how do you add the assertions, okay, then I will ask you to go for write a write a end-to-end automation test case using an assertion. So every day might not be, but it depends on when a particular topic has been covered. Okay.
yeah, any framework you will teach like protractor like that,
No, no, protector. I told you page object model and a data driven.
page of the
That
model, data driven. Yeah, okay.
yeah.
Data driven is nothing but we will take the multiple values from Excel sheet, right?
It's not just Excel sheet. It's just one thing you are telling. Data driven is a framework. Like how will you design a data
Okay.
driven framework? That is one thing. It's not just about taking a play sheet, taking the data from Excel sheet. Any other questions? Yeah, Sudhakar, please go ahead.
Yeah, I have one question regarding the Playwright. So I can use Playwright for Java also, right?
Yeah, you can use. That's what
So
I told. Java.
what is the advantage of learning JavaScript again and writing the code
So
in Playwright?
that's what I've shown in the first thing is like if you see the number of openings, if you see the requirements, you will get to know Java is declining. Okay, Python is in a top, and the second booming which is covering is a JavaScript. Okay,
Okay,
if you Google it, if you see it, how many openings are there that people are asking Playwright with Java? Just check it. Okay, you will get the answer by yourself. Yeah.
okay,
So whatever is the market is asking, we should go for that instead of what we know, right? So
okay,
Java is people predominantly use for JUnit, for this Cucumber, for this kind of frameworks. For the new frameworks, people are not much figuring of Java. JavaScript is a much simpler thing, lightweight,
okay,
and you don't have to like worry about too much about JavaScript. But when you really start writing with Playwright, you don't feel like JavaScript is really a burden on you. You can learn something in a very faster way. Yeah, guys, there are two more hands. I hope I answered your question, Sudhakar. Let me know
And
if you
how
still have.
about are you going to cover the database, connecting the database and validating the test data in the database also in that framework?
That I have not included, but in case if you want it, we will see. If time
Okay.
permits, we can include that database also, one of the database. But that's not gonna very huge stuff.
But according to like you told like you are going to develop one framework, right? Framework consists of validating the whatever you are entering the front end we need to validate in the backend also, right? That only it covers all the database, all the framework, right? It's like
So
end-to-end testing, right?
end-to-end testing, if you do it, okay, end-to-end testing, if you do it, first you have to learn the UI stuff also.
Okay.
Okay,
Uh,
then you will go later on it. So framework is what, how will you modularize your code? Okay, what all modules you will pick it. Okay,
okay.
that is the validation part you are telling, that you have a one module, one API that will fetch the data from the backend and it compare with what it gets from the UI. Okay,
Okay.
but how do you write it? That's the framework.
Okay.
There are more questions.
Thank you.
Yeah, okay, no problem. So Nana, can you ask your question?
Yes. So I had this question of if you'll be covering Node.js also, and how many students per class, and what will be the timing?
So see how student number of students depends on you guys, how many people are registering it. Okay, it's something we can't tell. Okay, it depends on number of people
So,
enrolled.
for example, 18 are there today. I see 18 members. So you will conduct the
Yeah.
class for everyone
Mm,
at the same time. Okay.
yeah, there will be session 8:30 to 9:30 IST. Okay, there I will take classes. Okay,
That will be
over number
Monday
of
to
students.
Friday.
Yeah, that will be Monday to Friday. Saturday, Sunday, I hope everybody wants off. So yeah,
Yeah.
so it will be Monday to Friday, 8:30 to 9:30 IST. Uh,
Okay.
Timing, yeah. Any Node.js? No, Node.js is used uh, for the development mode. Here I am talking about only the JavaScript language. Okay,
Hmm.
okay, that will be used to write the code in the Playwright. Okay.
Okay.
Uh, any other question, Naina, from your side?
No, I think I got my answers. Thanks.
Okay, thank you. One
Yeah,
person is
people
asking,
telling that.
yes, Shiva.
Yeah, I'll ask last. Yeah, let people
Okay,
get chance to ask questions.
okay, okay, okay. Thank you. So one person is asking whether timing of the course will be same as today. Yes, sir. Timing of the course will be the same, same timing. How long is the course duration? I think that as I've answered is given is 25 and plus something will go accordingly if somebody has something like the request has come for checking the DB and all. And what is the difference between Selenium and a Playwright? So both are automated UI automation tool. Playwright is a much advanced version of Selenium. Okay, so let's say for example, Selenium you have to declare all the drivers path for Chrome one driver, Firefox one driver, this driver, that driver. Playwright you don't have to do all this drama. In just config file you say what browser you want. Obviously you should have that in your system. Okay, and just run your script. You don't have
Okay.
to bother. It is a much advanced version of the Selenium where everything you have to write a wrapper to see implicit wait, explicit wait, flakiness, failure. API testing you can't do that, also you can do with the Playwright. So it's like that. It's like you have you have iPhone, the old iPhone, and you have a latest iPhone which have slow motion videos, which have a better camera quality, which has 5G. It's like that. Both do the same thing. The underlying theme is same, UI automation, but the ease of UI automation, the advancement, the stability, that is way better in the Playwright compared to Selenium. Do we have any integration with Jmeter to find the client-side performance testing? No. Here we are purely focusing on the functional testing. Any other questions? Ashok, do you have any question?
Yeah, I have one question.
Yes.
So
Yes, sir.
people are telling me, okay,
Yeah,
go
yeah, go
Yeah,
ahead,
ahead,
this
Ashok.
is
please.
Ashok. Yeah, this is Ashok. I have like a question. See, I completely agree with what you have said with Playwright, but I have been searching for a new job. I thought of going Playwright. I saw some. I went to the Playwright their own site and I have gone through so many things. I found it is
Mm,
very easy to adapt, but while searching in Naukri or something, I see more Playwright is little bit down the side when compared with Python with Selenium. So I have a confusion
okay.
that if after learning this we'll be able to get the more opportunities, or having both knowledge will always be good, or what. I just want a suggestion from you.
Okay. Okay, I'll do you. Python with Selenium. So Python is very booming in the testing and every field. Like if you see the machine learning, everything, Python has the new packages. Python has all the details, all the new updated stuff. Okay. Selenium is a very old tool. Okay. So since ages, people are using it for an automation framework. In a Jiffy, they don't shift they don't shift to the newly available frameworks. Okay, let's say I'm also using the legacy framework is in the Selenium with the Python only, but the whatever the new thing that we are trying, we want to remove or we want to develop some new projects or the new feature, that we are choosing a Playwright. So Playwright is advantage. Okay, so whatever the
Yes.
question you ask it, let me show you again the entire screen. Let me show you this guy, this particular all time, okay, chart. If you see 2015, it got available. This package is available in the npm. Nobody downloaded it. It's just zero. And you see when it started near to the 2020, look at the graph. It's like a stock which is going up and up and up. Looks like a stock graph, right?
Yes. Yeah. I have just
That's
compared with these other tools as well.
uh,
We have the
I
graph
agree.
with
I
other
agree.
tools. Yeah.
I agree. But if
Yeah.
you have to see the growth, you see it's
Yeah, yeah,
something
I
like
saw.
that.
I really felt well, and I've started going through their
Yes,
website, and I find it very
yes,
easy when compared to those, as you said, like
mm,
wrapping
mm,
classes and having encapsulation data, which we are doing, and that never
mm,
stops. Like, but this feels me a little bit better and friendly, the tool was. But
mm.
I don't know, like when I'm searching in selling Playwright, I finally find like two jobs out of 100. And if you check, 90 jobs were available with those. But having the knowledge with Playwright is always an added advantage in future, I guess. So that's what
Yes,
made me to enroll in this course, or like
yes.
to
So
join in
now
this
now
session.
I
Yeah.
I think you have answer also, but you are a
Yeah.
bit confused whether your answer is correct
Yeah,
or
yeah,
not.
yes, yes. But like I just had one question was like, so after learning, so I am not going to learn anymore like Selenium or Python. But after learning this, will we get good opportunities in future, or and next like these things? Do you have any
What is
forum
what is
where
your
we get?
what is your experience, Ashok?
My
What is your
experience was 7 years almost.
almost 7 years, and you were a manual tester, or how's it?
Yeah, I am manual tester and my designation was QA analyst. I am a lead actually over here. I just want to, basically, there are like two automation engineers. They are not up to the mark. So I just want to have knowledge and, adopt Playwright in my project actually.
Okay, okay. So if you want to start something, don't go for old technology, start with the new one. Playwright is the best
Yeah.
option, what you're looking for. Considering job, currently, yes, obviously Selenium and Python have more job, but down the line, because industry you have to work, your 7 year experience means you are in that early 30 year or early 30, okay, or late 20s. You have to work next 15 to 20 year in the industry, okay. So you
Yes.
have to learn the upcoming technology, okay.
Yes.
That's my advice. Rest is choice is yours. Oh, right.
I mean,
Any
I
other question? Yeah,
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 my
yeah, please.
question was answered. I was little bit confused. So you have cleared that we can go with these, and there is no rely on Selenium, right? That's it.
Yes,
We
yes,
can do
yes.
we can achieve all the goals which like in automation with Playwright, right? Is there any cases that, as it is a new tool, will be some features were like
It's
yeah,
no more new. If you see 2015 it was developed. Now it is
yeah,
2024. It just people started using from 2019 end. So still it's four and a half year old. Okay, it's
yeah,
not that
but
new and
yeah,
that unstable. It has n
but
number of feature. You will not feel the feature parity wise. You will found as a +1 from Selenium. You will not found -1.
okay, yeah, thank you so much. Yeah.
No problem. Any other? Yeah, we have two questions. We'll be deploying. Do we have any integration? Okay, we'll be deploying the project to GitHub and cover Git basis. Git is a set of command. If you want it, I can tell you how to do a Git submit and all. But it's all up to you if you really want to learn some Git basics. I can I can guide you with the Git commands. But that's
Yeah,
I think nothing to do with your actual like Playwright or a Selenium. It's just about the Git. Okay, you clone the repository, you push your commit, you commit the data, it will be visible in it. So you have a UI interface, you have a CLI interface. You can we can try it on it. It's not a big deal, and it's irrespective of whatever you are learning. I mean, Git concept will remain the same no matter whether you push Playwright code with JavaScript or you push Cypress code or you push Selenium code. That will be underlying same. Okay. And do we have any realistic project and run through the automation on it during this training? So realistic project means uh, I can I can have the websites that that will do that you can perform your hands-on testing. Okay, realistic project you will only get in the real company, right? We can only mimic it. Okay, if you know how to handle a hyperlink, if you know how to handle a checkbox, if you know how to handle uh, uh, a radio button, you can do it in a real project, because we are doing a web automation. It's just a matter of website or the project. uh, Hope I answer the Manas Konda question. Manas, do you
Yeah,
still
I'm
have?
there. I have some background noise, and so I wasn't silent and just texting you.
Okay,
So,
okay.
usually, how many days do we spend on the JavaScript?
JavaScript will not spend much time. 2 to 3 days we'll spend on the JavaScript, because that's we get the basic things. Okay, on the JavaScript part, we spend
Okay,
more time on the Playwright. Yeah. So the
okay,
language, if you are feeling it is difficult, no, it is not difficult. Okay,
okay.
okay. Yeah. So language, you don't get scared with the language. That is for sure. Okay, because I am also
Okay.
not doing
Sorry, I couldn't hear. Is it just me or everyone?
from long time, but yes, I am doing programming. I have worked on multiple languages, but not JavaScript. Once I know how to call this variable, how to print that logs and all, that you have to do it. More than
Okay,
that, it's require a Playwright stuff. It's not like a JavaScript. People will not ask you in a Playwright interview to write a code of a lead code question. Okay, where
yeah,
you have to solve a deck question where you have a cards of 52. That kind of question will not ask in a Playwright interview. Okay,
okay,
it's more about handling the thing. How will you handle like in a center? Yeah. So if I'll show you a simple code,
yeah,
I'll
sure.
show you that it's not that difficult. So if if I show about it, how the function is structured, okay, how do you write it, that you have to see it. Like Python doesn't have this semicolon to end underline. This guy has, C has this, all small syntax and semantics you have to go through it. So if I show you the speed of it, you will see the person, somebody is just asking, hey, what is
So,
Selenium, and it is show, see that as
is
first.
Playwright is also a free source, open
Yes,
source?
yes,
All
yes,
right.
ma'am, you
Okay.
can download it from npm package.
Okay. Thank
So
you.
hope you guys have no problem. So hope you guys have seen the speed of the test, the way it run, and check the title of your facebook.com. See, this is okay.
Here
Now you
also will
have
create classes,
fetches the title.
Mohammed.
JavaScript doesn't have oops, right? Am I
Okay.
audible?
Yes, audible.
Will yeah, we
So
will
here
create the
we
modules.
don't.
We will create a
Okay.
modules. Ah,
Okay.
we'll create a module. That's what the TypeScript come in picture.
Mm.
If you go for the oops, right? Yeah. So the previous one, the girl that was asking the question. So yeah, I mean the people, those who are worried about the JavaScript, we don't need to worry about it. We don't have too much JavaScript interference in learning the playwright concept. It's more about how do we design our stuff, how do we learn the playwright, not just the language. Okay.
Is Playwright and TypeScript are nearly the same, or do they function different?
My playwright is a tool, JavaScript or TypeScript is a language. Playwright
Oh, sorry.
supports Playwright supports multiple language: JavaScript, Java, C hash, Python, and TypeScript.
Okay. Okay. Sorry. Thank you.
No problem. No problem.
Why this is combination? Why Java Playwright not is a combination?
Java also supported. I also said Java.
Mm.
Java, C Sharp, Python, JavaScript, TypeScript. All these language currently Playwright supported. It's up to you which you want to choose it.
Yeah. So
Any
if I
other
learn
question?
JavaScript with a PlayScript, I can write in TypeScript.
Yeah, it's a little variation of a JavaScript. More or less syntax is same. More or less. Some places you would, so it's like if you learn the JavaScript around 90 to 95% you learn the TypeScript also. Okay. And if you have doubt
Okay.
of my if you doubt on my this statement, just Google it. You'll get to know the same answer that
Mhm.
TypeScript is just another tweak of JavaScript.
Does this cover just the browser testing or even the mobile testing?
Web and API, not mobile.
Thank you.
So this is only for functional testing, right?
Yes.
Okay,
So
thank you.
that gives a coverage of functional API.
So API comes in that functional, right?
Yeah, API you can say backend also. Testing also, some people say it's a backend testing when you're doing API. Some people say it's a functional testing.
Do you also
API,
cover sorry,
go ahead.
do you also cover some framework, how to build a framework, like other things?
Yeah, that's what I told. Page object model, I'll cover. Data driven, I'll cover.
Okay.
So apart from the classes, do we also be given any notes for interviews and guidance for CV prep and all, or it's not included part of training?
CV preparation is not included in this, but interview guidance definitely we will have 1 to 2 lecture. There I'll guide you the interview stuff. Okay, or like how to crack the interview, about manual automation, how to tackle programming questions, how to tackle behavioral questions. So I ask if any one of you has given any interview in farm companies. If anybody would have tried in farm, they'd know the behavior question is too heavy loaded with the behavioral questions. That I will guide you. If you want to see the demo skills, something. Okay, let's open a facebook.com. Okay, let me ask a question with you guys. You all are okay. Are you able to see the facebook.com?
Yeah.
Okay, okay, great. Can any one of you tell the verification test case for this web page?
Um, a valid username and password should be a successful login, and
Okay,
an
okay. You
invalid, yeah,
start.
go on.
You start. You start with a valid username.
Yeah.
I asked, my question was, can anyone tell a verification test case? What you are telling, that is validation.
Okay.
It's not
Means you mean say the
verification.
expected result and actual
Anyone,
result.
that is also a validation, right? Do you know what is the difference between a validation and verification? Anyone knows?
Oh, is it verification refers to the field on what it accepts? Like, for example,
Not,
if there is a
not
restriction
really.
on a
That is
use.
again a validation.
Okay, then over to
That is
you.
a, that is again validation. Any other person wants to try? What is verification? What is validation? Don't Google it and answer it. Just whatever you know that you tell. Okay. So validation is when you developed a product, it is doing what it's supposed to do. So Mansa, whatever you are saying that, hey, it's a right characters or right things that we can put it. That is a validation, right? What it's supposed to do, because it's supposed to accept email address or phone number, that it is doing or not. That's a validation. Verification is a design. Are we developing a right product? That is verification. Or are the product developed is right? That is validation. Okay, that's a major difference. Now, if I say a verification test case for this particular Facebook page, home page, the moment I load it, did you see the cursor is blinking it here? Okay, if I put a tab, it's going to the next password. If I going to the tab, it's going to log in. That is a verification. The design is correct. Okay, even if the cursor is, the moment if you load it, cursor is coming here, the software is very much doing its job. The validation will work because you will click here, you will email, password, and login. Things will go on. But is it a right user experience? Is it a right product? Are we developed a right product? No. The product is not developed right, but it's doing a right job when you're using it. So there is no bug. There is no as such issues when the cursor is blinking it password. Okay, you can still click it here and can do it. But what is the validation issue? Let's say it's accepting email or phone number only, and now you are giving just a plain string 12 ABCD 123, and it accepted it, and then it says okay, it's a wrong username and password. That's a validation test case. Number of characters is validation test case. This is a verification. That's how we tackle the interview when the people ask this kind of confusing question. Okay, and it's very much fast when you go into a more
But does
technical or
really
test
an
control.
automation tester check that in a realistic life, like in real projects? Will that happen?
So okay. The same thing I'll ask you. The people, the celebrities who give advertisement of Vimal or any mobile phone, do they use it? No, but they still do it. Okay, that's their job. Okay, so when interviewer asks you a question, you have to answer in that way. Okay, that's how you're articulating story, how you articulate it, how you tackle it, what kind of thinking sense you have. That people will test in an interview, right?
Makes sense. Thank you.
Okay, no problem.
Sorry, duration of the course. I missed the beginning part of the demo.
No
That's why
problem.
I'm
So
asking.
duration is what we are planning, 25 hours. So mostly it's a 25 working days. It can go one and two
Okay.
here, like people have on the fly request, like want something and all. It can go on a plus minus anywhere.
Post to the training, would you even provide us an access to contact you if we get stuck anywhere? Or
Yeah, content will be there. So you have the lifetime access. That's what I think they have already mentioned in the where is the yeah, they've already mentioned, the institute has already mentioned that you have a lifetime access to the course. 25 every session get recorded and lifetime access to this video will be given. So you'll
okay,
have the
yeah,
videos to display and you know.
okay. Thank
So
you.
this is the link. Yeah, no problem. This is the link. This is the WhatsApp number of the Kumar sir who's gonna take the registration. Uh, any one of you, and I wish all of you will join it. But yeah, this is just I need to inform you guys that this is the way you can go for the registration. So day after tomorrow, Wednesday, I'm gonna start my classes. Okay. So one day, just we have given it a break to for you guys to register it to do the formalities, admission formalities, and day after tomorrow, same time, we'll start the course from 8:30 to 9:30. Uh, anyone else has the question? If all good, let's wrap up this session, and I'll see you all after tomorrow.
So the classes actually start on 31st, not 30th, right? That's what you're saying.
Yeah, yes, 31st, 31st. One day, just gap I discussed with them, and I told them at least give a 1 day gap for the students to like do the registration and all, because it's already we are end of the day and tomorrow we are starting the course. So I thought it's too tight. So just giving a 1 day for that, a leeway for you guys to act on it.
Mm-hmm.
So the
Makes
demo
sense.
class is only for 1 day or 3 days?
Demo class will be 1 day. 31st onward, I'll be starting the course.
I have one more question. Do we have another class in March, or when is the next session?
That I'm not sure. It depends
Okay.
on on the entire administration stuff.
Okay. Okay.